Foundry. There's two of you here. We're missing a third.
Yeah, Jeff was busy Fort Worth doing a sound gig, so he couldn't get out of it.
And this is your interview with DFW Undercover.
Hell
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Wes Ford, I've been wanting to meet you, man.
Hey, I've been wanting to meet you. Hey, I've seen a lot of videos online of the interviews and heard a lot, man. So.
Well, this interview is definitely about y'all. I like y'all's videos. I hear that Jeff does your videos, right?
Yeah.
You know that crossed my mind. I never made you happy and I left you behind. But never did I fucking lie to cover up just who I am and ruin my life. Keep your eyes away from me. It makes me so sick that you can't see. Keep your eyes off of me. I'll rip your throat out if you fucking speak.
Gotta be about a girl, man.
He wrote that one.
I wrote that.
It's a love song.
Yeah, it is definitely a love song if you can't tell.
There's a lot of hate in that love, man.
The opening line is "Hey, you bitch." So. But yeah, I went through of course, a shitty relationship, and the relationship now is not quite as bad, and I don't necessarily feel that way anymore. But the song came out of that, and I held a pretty big grudge there for a long time. I was done really wrong, and I don't hold anything against that particular person anymore, mainly just because, hey, I'm over it. Got a good life, but still made a kick-ass song.
It did, man. That song is awesome, and it's very truthful. So
Yeah,
whoever did that,
I want to add that
damn her.
out of that deal, you got two really, really good things. You got a beautiful daughter.
Oh yes.
And you got a really great song.
Yep. Hey, I got a TV too.
that's awesome.
For a long time, I told everybody all I got out of that relationship was a TV and my daughter. That was about it. But just so it goes on the record, I don't necessarily feel the hatred that I felt, the betrayal that I felt, just because I'm over it and all that. But the song, the feelings do remain true, and I meant what I said when I wrote it.
Well, but at least with that song, like he said, you got a great song out of it.
Oh yeah.
You used your emotions to actually build on a song.
Definitely.
And it's a great song. I like it. That's why I shared it. I was gonna put on a little disclosure. A lot of damn cussing on it. But
There
it's a
will
great
be
song.
a radio edit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be like every other word, man.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do a radio edit, and whether that's leaving out a word or two or whatever to make it acceptable for radio play, but we'll do that. But we'll still make sure that it holds its integrity as a hey. Fuck you, alright?
Yeah, I'm surprised, we do a lot of video posting and sharing all over the internet. And I'm surprised I haven't been flagged or, got a cease and desist or, because, yeah, you're right, there's
some explicitity
some
to
graphic description.
Hey, especially since my ex likes our page.
Oh wow.
I didn't think about that until just now, but hey, it is what it is.
Oh, she's listened to it.
Oh yeah, it is what it is.
Go ahead and fuck yourself. Every day you're losing
lot of bands are afraid to break away from sounding like their influences.
Find your own sound, your own identity, and your own tone.
There comes a point in every band, every musician. I'll say every musician, every musician's life that they have to literally break away from what they were influenced from, and not necessarily do something completely different and reinvent the wheel. Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but beer break. But do something that
you're remembered by.
Yeah, do something that builds on what you love. Do something that builds on what you are influenced by. And a lot of bands don't move past the copying stage. A lot of bands don't move past the not being able to find members that can work together as far as influences go, and they all want to do their own thing, and they all sound different, and they'll sound like shit.
Yeah.
But not that way with us.
No.
We do whatever comes to us. We don't try to be something we're not. If something we write at practice is simple and it's not complicated, so what? Hey,
if it works, it works.
Yeah, this is rock and roll, man. You know, I look at rock and roll as the Rolling Stones. Rolling Stones, not overly complicated, but they had a style, you know.
And when you hear it, you know it.
And when you hear it, you know it. And hey, anybody who wants to talk shit about them, can you do it? Can you make it sound like that? Probably not.
AC/DC, classic example.
A classic example.
You know, they've made a small fortune and a nice life and a great fan base, and they have great shows. And I think they've been playing the same 3 chords for 40 years
Exactly.
now. Yeah. But you know what? For some reason, those young boys, Malcolm and Angus, they have found a way to flip those 3 chords upside down, or do them sideways, or do them straight up forward, or, you know, and it's just amazing stuff. And the key to it is it's simple. And a lot of times, why play 60 notes when you can get your point across and actually say something with 3?
Yep.
And it's not that you don't have that technical prowess, but a lot of times, for us, it's a band deal. It's a we deal, and we all have to fit together like this, and the songs have to work like this. Now, yeah, we feature Wes, because Wes is, in my opinion, a badass guitar player, and the kind of guitar player that I've looked for a long time. Just straight up guitar player. I got my Les Pauls, I got my tube amps, I play loud as hell, and you know, I play guitar. I'm a guitar player. It doesn't have to necessarily be technical. It doesn't have to be flashy. But if there is a point in the song where maybe that wants to be done, it can be done. But it doesn't have to be that way. So a lot of times you get into that, oh, well, those guys are just a simple rock band. I lead back to, well, so was AC/DC, you know?
Can you do it like that?
Yep.
Can you play it exactly?
Away from me makes me so sick that you can't see. Keep your eyes off of me. I'll rip your throat out if you speak to me.
Any new CDs, EPs?
Working on the CD, 6 songs. Hoping to have it finished up sometime next month. We've got the 4 songs out right now that are on Reverb, and we post to Facebook and all that stuff that are downloadable free right now. The tracks that are out right now that everybody's listening to are really close to finished. They're still demo tracks. They're not the finished product. There's still more to be done on them. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. And then we've got, everything we're doing video-wise is basic, what we're working towards with storyboarding to get the ideas of where we want these videos to go when we do actually do the finished product. There's also with the videos, there's a lot more that has to go on with them that we need to do. Jeff is really into that, very, very good at bringing it all together.
Yeah.
And we're utilizing that, like I say, as storyboards because we have to have a place to go. And in also realizing that we have to have things out there for our friends, our family, our fans, and to gain new people to be aware of this band, we have to put that stuff out there as we get a semi-finished product. And so we generate that interest and that buzz, and we build the fan base. And when the final finished product is out there, everybody will really, really be happy with it. We're really happy with what we've got out there now. But we're also not one of those bands that you'll never hear anything from us or you'll never see anything from us because, oh, well, it's not finished. Oh, well, it's not perfect. You know, I see that.
We'll put it out there.
Yeah.
I mean, we do it live, so if we're confident enough in it to go out and play live with it, you know, hey, we've got a rough mix on something. Hey, let's give our fans something to listen to. Let's give people that are out there actually asking us, hey, you guys gonna post something new? You guys, you know, I want to hear this, I want to hear that. All right, well, here you go. Listen to it. It's not done, but hey, listen to it. And
It's a taste.
yeah, it's a taste of better things to come.
Now, one of my favorite singers, one of my favorite bands is Clutch. And Neil Fallon, on the Metal Show a while back, he said it better than I've ever heard it put. And I've taken that line onto myself, and I say it quite often. There's no way for this band to fail, because how can you fail if you have no real goals? We're just a rock and roll band. We're having fun. Yes, we would like to succeed, but if we don't make millions, if we don't get famous, if we don't get a record out there on some label, it doesn't matter to us. You know, yes, we'd like to make money at it, but the bottom line, we're a band and we're doing the music that we like. We're writing what we like, and we really like to play live. That is our whole deal, is playing live. All the other stuff, dealing with agents and promoters and management and the social media and recording and all that is like, it's difficult, it's tough, it's a pain in the ass, because when it really comes down to it, all the three of us really want to do is play live, loud and proud. And seriously, if we could make our living playing and we could be booked 6 nights, 7 nights a week for the next 6 months, if we were making real money doing it, we'd be doing it. None of us would work a job, none of us would do. And I know you hear a lot of bands say that, but for us it really does hold true. It's playing live, that hour and a half that we play live, that's what it's all about. That hour and a half. It's whatever goes on in my life or Wes's life, good, bad, or indifferent, that hour and a half that we're up there doing it, and we are a loud band. We, you know.
I heard you're a phenomenal band live.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you. But we're old school tones, man.
You know, I mean, come on.
You can't get those tones playing quiet.
No,
the amp emulators or the effect pedals, all the tones that these guys are striving for in a live situation, It comes from having big gun amps and playing loud. And a lot of guys can't do that. They can't control that. You know, the feedback factors and the hitting a live string or hitting a string in between something because you can't play clean enough. So they don't play these big amps anymore. We do.
I heard you are very loud and you got a hell of a performance. So
cool.
Those are 2 pluses in my book. I like loud fucking music and I love really good performance.
Well, hey.
Appreciate the hell out of it.
Hell yeah.
And we'll do this again, man.
It's a good thing. What you're doing is a good thing, and
yes.
you know, helping the bands definitely need to help you. We've touched base on it. Man, they got to hit that button, and something I definitely want to say. You know, I try to listen to everybody that we do a show with. I try to like their band pages. I want to say 9 out of 10 times. Every single band that we've done a show with, I have on my personal page and the West Ford and the Foundry page. And when those bands are doing shows, I hit that like button. I will repost the poster. I will repost the show or the invite, the event invite. If they send me an event invite for their gig, I don't ignore it. If I think I may be able to attend it, I will say maybe. Otherwise, I will say decline and give you a reason why. I very rarely will just ignore it. It does happen sometimes because we get busy in life. If I'm going and I say I'm going and I click that button, I'm going to go. I'm going to go see you.
You did. You went all the way to Denton to see Fred Rush.
I did. I did.
You saw the whole show.
And we were there for the whole show because I wanted to see all those singer-songwriters. And I had checked all their stuff out and everything before I went. I was aware as to what was going on, and I was like, this is going to be a great thing. My point being, the competitive nature or the attitude that some bands and some musicians have by saying, oh, I'm not going to click on that comment, or I just got this cool internet radio station that's playing my stuff, but I'm not going to post that station because I don't want one of the other bands locally to get it. Well, there's a misconception there, guys. Everybody helps everybody because it's all about the same end result. Yeah. And I'm talking straight into this camera because I like comments for guys, for bands. I share posts for bands. Social media is a huge, huge thing to the key to the success of your fan base and the success of your band. And for you to ignore other bands that do things for you is just, without sounding like an old person, shame on you for being that way. And that's the truth of it.
That's awesome. They need to hear that, and it will definitely be played. Matter of fact, we'll probably clip that out of there and actually play that on our Facebook so people can hear it.
Cool.
So
I feel that really so much, man. It's like it's so easy.
It is. It's Facebook. It's a social media. Help each other. Bring each other up. Take care of each other.
I got chewed out, I was telling you earlier, from a guy for posting my show he thought was too much. And come to find out that that same guy is in a band that had a gig in 2 weeks. I didn't know the name of his band. I didn't know where he was playing. And it's a local band here in Dallas. Got bent out of shape because I kept posting my show all over here and there and everywhere, so people would know, because I want people to come see us, because inevitably the Rush is playing for people, sharing it with the people and getting the energy back from the people and the excitement. Yeah. And this guy's chewing me out for posting my shows and letting people know. Come to find out, he's in a band, has a show, and nobody freaking knows. It's like, well, so what's the logic there? What are you thinking?
Well, brothers, I really appreciate y'all coming.
Hey, we appreciate you having us.
Thank y'all very much.
Definitely.
Cool. DFW Undercover.
It's a loaded word, but that's what you brought out of me. Now suffer more. Why then do you insist to lie? Just listen to them laughing as you stand in line. Keep your lies away from me. It makes me so sick that you can't see. Keep your